It's my birthday today. Blog for September 2015. From Zambia. I'm at the South Luangwa National Park, just outside, near a town called Mfuwi, at a lodge called Flat Dogs Camp. I've been travelling for the last 10 days with Kate, my daughter, who's been handling most of the camera work for my latest TV series, which is 5 episodes of which have been shot here in Zambia. It might be 6, but at the moment it looks like 5. And it's been an interesting experience shooting for the first time. Up to now all my television series have been for television. Since I turned the YouTube channel into a kind of a personal project, which I started about a year ago, maybe a little less, my discipline of shooting has had to change. Now, up to this point, I would have not so much scripted for the TV series, but I would shoot. I would make sure that everything I shot was suitable for the television series, and if I didn't think it was really going to work terribly well in terms of a storytelling, continuous 24-minute programs, then I wouldn't shoot it. But with the YouTube channel now, my viewership on YouTube far exceeds anything on television. It's no comparison. Since I decided to grow the channel and slowly but surely put all of my material on, it's still probably under 30% of what I've produced is on YouTube. Since I decided to do that, the YouTube channel has grown enormously, from about a little under 2 million views a year, sitting now at about 4 million views a year, and it looks like it's growing at about 250 to 300% annually. But what I'm shooting is different. I'm shooting things that otherwise for television I think would be, I think it's too niche for the television audience. I'm talking to people that love travel, maybe love 4x4s and lovely African bush. Now that might sound like a wide audience, but actually it's quite narrow when compared to YouTube. YouTube, I'm speaking to an audience of people that just like, I suppose it's the same. I suppose it's the same categories, but it's not. A YouTube video is different from a television video program. It's just different. I can put up I shot something yesterday, for example. It probably won't appear in the TV series. The difference between a rooftop tent and a ground tent. So is it protecting you from animals? Well, I suppose it is, in terms of an overland explorer. The pros and the cons of both. Now, we've been using a rooftop tent, and I've used many ground tents, and I've used all the different kinds of rooftop tents. And refreshing my memory on this particular type of rooftop tent has given me a little bit of extra perspective. Now, I've written about it many times, but now what I can do is I can produce just a video just on that subject. Whereas before I couldn't. It wasn't really suitable for a television series. Maybe not really. It's a little bit too much monologue. For example, I wouldn't put this vlog on the TV series. It's just completely the wrong place to put that kind of video. But YouTube is perfect for it. So I've been shooting lots of stuff, which under normal circumstances I wouldn't have shot at all. And it's actually given me a lot of freedom. It's made it exciting. It's just, if I think of something that happens and I think, hey, well, I've experienced that before. I know what that is. My viewers, my YouTube viewers, that might interest them. I'll shoot it. And then I'll decide in the edit suite whether in fact it's worthwhile putting on YouTube or not. But if I think of something, I will just shoot it. So the television series now is going to be interesting as well, because there'll be bits and pieces of those shots, those sequences that I shot for YouTube as well, but not all of them. And they will be edited into shorter lengths. So that's been really exciting. The other thing is, it's over here, just excuse me. I've been shooting for the first time on 4K. This is a really, I bought this camera because next year I want to do a major 4K production in Australia. And when I say 4K production, it means that everything for the video for that program is shot on 4K, and it is actually released on 4K. But I thought for this Zambia shoot I should shoot some 4K material, because I need to get experience. You know, once we're committed on a production, there's a lot of money involved, there's a lot of time involved, and I must know that when I'm shooting footage, it's right. So I bought this camera, the AX100, I think it's AX100, AZ100, doesn't say anywhere on the camera. Anyway, it's a 4K camcorder, and while it's not really a professional camera, because it doesn't have the professional menus to enable me to control the picture profile and all of the bits that make a professional camera, i.e. I can control compression, I can control the color, I can control how much sharpness the camera puts in or doesn't put into the image. Normally what I would do with the camera I'm shooting this on now, my A7S, I can do all that. I have all those professional controls, and what I do is I reduce contrast, I make it so the picture actually looks quite poor, and then in the edit suite make it so the pictures look fantastic. I have all that latitude in the shadows, latitude. Hello Kate, you come back, that's fun. I'm just doing my vlog. And so it enables me to get magic out of the colors, the contrast, the nuances of tonality of the images, which is wonderful. This camera can't do that because it's not a professional camera. However, the 4K image is mind-blowing. The detail is well, it is 4 times better than HD, but now I've done some test filming with it, and it is so much so I've basically shot my entire Zambia programs with this and a 4K GoPro Black 4, and I've set it on 4K, and shot actually very little with the camera that I would normally have used. So that's the other very exciting part about this production. It's a 4K production. Whether I will release it on 4K, I'll decide at the time. Obviously it'll go out on HD to 4X Overland subscribers. I will probably, for you, produce it in 4K as well. So you'll have it on standard definition, HD, which will be the same as YouTube, same quality YouTube, but a higher bitrate, so the file sizes are higher, and 4K. It'll be. So that's my idea if I'm successful. I think so far the footage I've seen from this camera has blown me away. Really, despite not having those professional controls, it's wonderful. So those are the 2 exciting things about this particular series I'm shooting right now. It goes on air in South Africa on DSTV channel 189. That's Ignition TV. It starts in November. It's either November the 12th or November the 14th. I'm in the bush in Zambia, so I can't log on and go and double check the times. The actual broadcast times haven't been announced yet, but normally it's primetime, 1 primetime weekend slot and 1 primetime weekday slot, if not more. And normally there'll be the first broadcast, which will be primetime, followed by 7 repeats. So there are plenty of opportunities, and if you go into 4xforum.com and look up 4-wheel drive series 5, you'll find it, and you'll be able to download it. And that is about that. And of course, 4X Overland subscribers, you'll get the programs as I finish them. Up they go, ready for download. So that's where I'm at. So that's my blog for September. So it's happy birthday to me.